Well, most of you have been introduced to lawyers and lawyering and courts and courthouses through television and billboards. If that were all that you ever saw, you would think that the only thing that lawyers do is handle automobile accidents. And what's important for me to explain to you about this process, this insurance process, this claims process, is that this is not in any way related to automobile insurance or the way that automobile claims are handled. When you get hurt in an automobile accident, in order for you to recover damages, you have the obligation of demonstrating that someone did something wrong and that wrong caused you some damage. That is not the case here. Here we're talking about is generally called first-party insurance. First-party means that you have a relationship with the party that you claim owes you money. And the basis of that relationship is a contract. It's the insurance contract. And the amount of money and the things that the policy covers is written into the contract. So there are certain obligations put upon the insurance company that are written in the contract, and there are certain obligations put upon the insurance company as a matter of how these contracts have been generally interpreted. So that's the first thing you have to understand. And there are certain implications that it is very important that you understand that arise from that relationship. Now, before we get into that, it's also important to know that there are two generally different kinds of coverage. The first kind we call homeowners insurance or hazard insurance. It's the insurance that you've purchased to cover your house if it burns down, or if someone drives their car into it, or, as is the case here, a hurricane causes it damage. The second kind of coverage is flood insurance, and it's very, very important to understand that flood coverage is not the same as homeowners coverage. Homeowners coverage is not the same as flood coverage. If your house is damaged as a result of a flood, and what is a flood? A flood is defined by the law in the dictionary as water that overflows the banks of a lake or a river and intrudes into your house, gets it wet, and thereby causes it damage. That kind of damage is not covered by homeowner or hazard insurance. In order to have coverage for that kind of damage, you must have purchased a specific flood insurance policy. So if that's clear, those are two different types of casualty loss.